Latest numbers from the Wisconsin DNR show 197 wells in the town of Campbell have tested positive for PFAS contamination. The DNR is providing safe water to anyone on the island who wants it.
Well, that's a short-term solution. News 8 Now's Amy DuPont spoke with Congressman Ron Kind, who lives on the island and says well owners must make a tough decision.
Close to 200 wells in the town of Campbell have tested positive for PFAS contamination. This week, the DNR is deciding where it will expand testing to determine the exact extent of contamination. Homeowners, meanwhile, are wrestling with their own decision.
The hardest issue I think people are going to have to make is whether to give up their private wells.
PFAS was used to produce the firefighting foam sprayed at the la-crosse airport. The man-made compounds are linked to thyroid disease and cancer. And PFAS is a forever chemical. It doesn't break down easily, meaning the long-term solution, according to Congressman Ron Kind, is finding a new water source.
That means a lot of people having to give up their private wells, and that's the decision that they're going to have to wrestle with and ultimately make.
Kind not only represents the area, he lives on the island, and his well has tested positive for detectable levels of PFAS.
And there's nothing more frightful than realizing you don't have access to clean drinking water.
Kind is following the DNR's investigation closely, and like so many of his neighbors, weighing all of his options on tap. Amy DuPont, News 8 Now.
Governor Evers' next budget includes money for PFAS mitigation. It needs to be passed by state lawmakers.
And Congressman Kind says there's also money available, though the recently passed American Recovery Act.